Hello everybody, welcome back to Go with Manja. I'm very happy to welcome you back because we are going a bit more serious now, okay? So yesterday we started already with talking about very basic life and death problems, and I would like to repeat that, okay? So we learned some new terms. One was something like a group is dead, then something like a group is alive, and also a group is unsettled, okay? And I would like to repeat that very quickly, and we had that in the corner. So this kind of group has only one eye. So we also learned the term eye yesterday, and one eye means it can be killed, yeah? So maybe you remember, you can play here, it's Atari. If black doesn't play, you capture. If black takes it out, black has only one liberty left and white can capture. And this group is one longer, and this is very important to play because if black plays, we have two eyes. If white plays, then we have only one eye left, okay? So if black plays, two eyes, it's alive. If white plays, it's only one eye and it is dead, okay? So it was captured. And if this is even one longer, we also talked about that yesterday, then we have here 1, 2, 3, 4 space, and 4 space means black has two possibilities to make eyes, which is here or here, okay? We learned also a new word in the case of something is unsettled, and there might be something like a vital point, yeah? So this is the point where you can leave and where you can kill. So this is a vital point, okay? Wonderful. So then you also had some homework. Maybe you remember. The homework looked like that. Yeah. And the question was, what is the status of this group? Is it alive? Or is it dead? Or is it unsettled? And in order to understand that, we have to first estimate what happens if it's black's turns first. And then we have to see what happens if it's white's turn first. So let's see. If black plays, and black plays here, then we remain with a shape we already know. And this is a shape with 1, 2, 3, 4, which is actually alive. White cannot kill anything, because if white plays here, black plays here. If white plays here, black plays here. So in any case, black will make two eyes and black is alive. That means this group cannot be dead. It can be either unsettled or it can be alive. So let's see what happens if it's white's turn. White may play here, and then black may block like this, and then white could take the two eyes away here, right? So it looks like black has only one eye and black is actually captured and dead. If black captures the white stone like that, then you may say, hey, moment, now black has two eyes, like one eye here and another eye here. So this looks like an eye, but it's not an eye. So we call it a false eye, okay? And so what does it mean to have a false eye? So if at some point white surrounds black, then actually this stone is on Atari. And if it's Atari, then black can rescue the stone, and it's no eye anymore. Or white can actually capture, and also no eye. So in any case, this is not an eye. It looks like an eye, but it's not an eye because there can be an Atari, and then this is not an eye. Okay, so this group has only one eye, and therefore it's captured already, okay? So if you're knowing that, then you really improved a lot. That is wonderful. And that brings me actually to another topic, which is also sometimes part of life and death problems. And this thing is called Seki. Okay, so today we are talking about Seki. What does it mean to have a Seki? A Seki means, it's something strange actually. So you don't have two eyes and still you can remain until the end on the board. It's some special case, okay? And there are 3 classes of Sekis, okay? 3 special cases of Sekis. And I would like to introduce you to them now, to you now. So one possibility may look like that. Just give me a second. So this is the first class of a Seki. I will tell you in a second what it means. This is a very strange situation. So let's assume the white surrounding and the black surrounding stones, they're totally fine. Maybe they have already 2 eyes, so they can never be captured. Okay? So now black has 2 eyes, white has 2 eyes. Okay, so we just focus on the thing in the middle. Yeah? And the 3 white stones in the middle, they don't have any eye. And the 4 black stones in the middle, they don't have any eye either. So if they don't have an eye, it usually means, okay, one of the sides can be captured. But in this case, not. Because if, for example, black tries to capture the 3 white stones, he has to take from himself a liberty, which means white can capture black. So black would never make the attempt to really capture the 3 white stones. And it's actually the same vice versa. So if you have the 4 black stones, then white can try to capture them, but while doing that, the white stones are put themselves in Atari, okay? So they can be captured. That means black doesn't want to capture white, and white doesn't want to capture black, because whenever he tries, then you get captured yourself. So that means this is a kind of, not 2 eyes, not really alive, but it will remain until the end of the game on the board. So this is called Seki, okay? And this is the first class of Sekis, and the first class of Sekis is defined by 2 groups which share at least 2 liberties together, okay? So these 2 groups, they share at least 2 liberties together. At least means it can be also more, so I make a little bit more complex problem, maybe only for the ones which are a little bit advanced, okay? So you may look like this, and also it's possible you have some liberties around. So these 2 groups, the black one in the middle out of 6 stones, and the 5 white stones, none of them have an eye, not even a 1 eye, but they share at least 2 liberties, in this case 4 liberties, 1, 2, 3, 4. And they share also some outside, they don't share, but they have some outside liberties. This is also Seki, okay? So let's see why this is a Seki. Maybe black tries to capture white, and let's see what happens. So usually you feel the liberties from the outside. That's a very important principle. Don't take the liberties in the middle, because it's also your own liberties at the same time. So for example, it may look like that. And then black may play here, white may play here, or he doesn't play there, and black does. And then we are in the same situation what we just had. So the 2 groups, they just have 2 common liberties, so both together. And that means black cannot really put white in Atari, because it would be self-Atari, and white cannot put black in Atari, because that would be self-Atari. And that means that the groups just remain as they are until the end on the board. So this is Seki, okay? So both groups have no eye, and they share at least 2 liberties. That is the first class, okay? And then there's a second class of Sekis. And the second class of Sekis looks a little different. So I need small time of preparation, not too much though. In this case, we again have some groups on the outside which are super alive because they have 2 eyes. Maybe like this. So black has 2 eyes on the outside, white has 2 eyes on the outside, and in the middle, this is what we focus at. There are 5 black stones having an eye, and there are 6 white stones also having 1 eye. And they have 1 liberty together, okay? So they share 1 field together. And this is the second class of Seki. So the first one was, nobody has an eye, but they share at least 2 liberties together. And the second class of Sekis, everybody has 1 eye, and they share at least 1 liberty together, okay? So also in this case, we have the same problem. If black tries to capture white, he puts himself into Atari. So he would never do that. And if white tries to capture black, then white puts himself in Atari. So he would never do that. So nobody wants to capture the other side. And although nobody has 2 eyes, they will remain until the end of the board like that, okay? So this is the second class of Sekis. And can you remember what I said, how many classes we have? We have actually 3 classes. And the third class is actually a kind of fake class, okay? So because there are some other Sekis which cannot fall into the first or the second class, so we put them in a mixture class. This is our third class, okay? It's just a random class. And I will try to set up an example. I put it here into the corner. It's actually a mixture of the first and the second class. Let's see how it looks like. So, white has very clearly two eyes on the outside, so nothing will happen on white. So, and we focus only on the thing in the corner, okay? In this case, we have three groups being involved. One black group, which has one eye, another black group, which has one eye, and a white group, which has no eye. And interestingly, nobody can put anybody else really in Atari without putting himself in Atari. So if black tries to capture white, he would play here, but it would be self-Atari and white would just capture the black stones. If black would play on the other side, it's the same. Yeah? So he would play himself into Atari and white would just capture. So black cannot capture the two white stones. And if white would try to capture black, then again he puts himself into Atari and would be captured himself, which is also a problem, okay? So in any case, nobody can capture somebody, and it doesn't fall into the first class because in this case, white has no eye and black has one eye. But things like this, which fall now into the third class, like whatever other Sekis are there, they don't appear really very often. It's super, super seldom, okay? So I just wanted to mention there are other Sekis, that's why we have a third class. So the two very common ones are the ones I already said, okay? And with this short chapter, I already explained a lot about Sekis. And I would like to give you two homeworks this time, okay? One homework is a continuation of yesterday's topic, so about life and death. And another one will be about Sekis today. So let's see. So the first problem I would like to make is the following. I would like to know from you, what is the status of this group? Try to find out. Can black leave? If yes, where? For the stronger players, there are maybe several things how to live, so find all of them. Always, this is a question. And if it's white's turn, the question would be, can white kill? If yes, then again for the stronger players, try to find all of the possibilities how white could capture, okay? So that would be the first homework. And the second homework would be about Seki. So we were talking today about the two classes of Seki, and we didn't talk about something else, and I would like to bring that up. And you have to play a little around with that because it's maybe not that easy, okay? So please try to make it, okay? In this case, we assume again all the outside groups are alive, they have two eyes, nothing can be captured. So like this, okay? This time black has one eye, okay? And white has no eye. And they share two liberties. What is this? Is it a Seki? And if it's not a Seki, who will kill whom? If black starts first, what is the best move? If white starts, what is the best move? That is my question to you today, okay? So I'm really looking forward for all your answers. And you may answer again in the chat. You may also write us emails. I'm always very happy to read them. And maybe also something to be mentioned, all the series which we did so far. So we had 10 series right now. And they are also uploaded on YouTube. So you may just check it out there. And also the session of tonight will be uploaded on YouTube. Okay? So enjoy life with Go, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.